Chris Cox here. It's been a little while since I've seen you guys. I took a little break from guitar lessons for a few weeks and I decided to kick it back off, and I couldn't think of a better way to start it than with a Kiss song. So today we're going to do All American Man. This is off the Alive 2 studio tracks, which was side 4. It's pretty common knowledge at this point, but Bob Kulick is actually the guitar player, or the lead guitar player on this song. So, the tuning is going to be E flat, and let's go ahead and jump into All American Man. Let me play through the introduction riff. So, learning that riff is a good, as far as the rhythm guitar part, that's probably 90% of the whole song. So the first chord is basically an A5, so we're just doing, and you're going to see with this riff that we're kind of pedaling off of the open A, so there's a little bit of a down-up strum there, so it'd be like, now we're going to come down here to the 5th fret and play the D and G strings together. We're going to do a slide from 5 to 4, and then, so you can use your first finger there, slide into the 4th, hit the open A, back to the 5, and then the same 2 strings we're using again here on the 7th fret of the D and G. So let's go over that part again slowly. Play that again. And then every other pass through, sometimes they'll Paul will grab this chord. So it's just a bigger A chord there. So all you're doing is basically playing the open A, 2nd fret of the D and the G, and then you're coming down with your pinky and grabbing the 5th fret of the B and the high E. So you do and grab those treble strings and then play the same riff. Now, there is a lead guitar melody that comes right in the beginning and plays throughout the song. So we're going to come down here to the, let's see, this would be the 20th fret and go. So this is the 20th fret of the B. And a good way to differentiate Ace's guitar solos and Bob Kulick's is the vibrato. Ace's is more of a kind of a slow Y vibrato, where Bob's is a little more aggressive. It's a little bit faster. So you're going to get here to the 20th fret of the B and bend up and do that kind of quick vibrato, and then do a, so it's going to be a bend up at the 20 and then let it come down and then come back to the 17. Now we're going to come here to the high E and bend up and go. So we kind of bend up, stop it, and then come back down. Come back to the B, and then you're going to come up the 19th fret of the G. So all together, let's play this slowly. Now on that last part, we come back, we're just ending on that 20th fret of the high E. So there's no bend or anything, just a, and then it comes back into the same riff. Now, this would be, I guess, the pre-chorus. So after we do this a few times, back into the main riff. So let's go over that part, the pre-chorus part. So after we come through here, we go, so that's going to be from 5 to 7 on the low E to the 5th fret of the A, and then hit an open E, open low E. Now you're going to come down here to the 12th fret of the D and G, play those two strings together, and then just let that kind of slide out. So you're keeping pressure on those strings, and then you're going to do a. So let's play what we have so far. Now this is going to be G, open E, slide into the A, which is the 5th fret. So 3rd fret, open, slide from 3 to 5. So let's play that again. Then we do this. That's going to be a D5. That's the 5th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D. Down, up, strum there, and then we play this. So that'll be part of the chorus. So we come in here, we're just going to grab that A5 chord and just kind of anchor there. We're going to play the C note. So you're going to bend that C and then grab the open A. And then you'll grab the 3rd fret of the low E. So 2 times, C, open A, C, grab the G, and then back into the main riff. That goes through the same, the verses are exactly the same, there's no difference. And same thing with the pre-chorus and the chorus. So, but after we come back out of this, we'll go back and play that second pre-chorus before the solo. Right here. So that's going to be kind of like the bridge right before the solo. So that's just going to be B5, so the 2nd fret of the A, 4th fret of the D string. And slide into the D5. And of course I'm muting all that, so I'm muting that whole chord. And then we go into the guitar solo, which we're going to jump into now. Guys, I want to take a second to mention our sponsor today, which is Rattlesnake Cables. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can head over to their website and check out all the different options for cables. This is the place to go for cable. The guitar solo is going to start with a trill down here from the 17 to the 20 on the B string. So trill is just a hammer-on pull-off. So we're going to do a... But you're going to come up here and grab, while you're doing that trill, you're going to come up here and grab with your finger anywhere on the neck if you want to. I mean, you could grab it here. I find it to be easier to get a hold of right here about the 9th fret of the B string, but we're doing a... So I'm just bending, I'm still keeping the trill going, but I'm doing, you know, I'm actually changing the pitch of the string up here at the 9th fret of the B with the side of my fingernail. So it's just... So that's the first part, and then we come back up to the 2nd fret of the G and do a... So there's another trill there, so that's just going to be hammer on and pull off on the G string at the 2nd fret. So we're hammering on to the 2nd fret and then pulling open. And now from there you keep that same pressure all the way down on the G string. And you slide to the 14th fret of the G. So let's play what we have so far slowly. Now we're going to play some triplets. So this is going to be so when you're doing this, you're basically playing 20 to 17 on the high E, and then you're pulling off from 20 to 17 on the high E. So we play first the 20 of the B. So 1, that's the notes, but you're just repeating that. Now, when you come back to the 20th fret here on the high E, you're going to do an overbend. Bob Kulick, that's a signature move for him as well, so he does that in a lot of his playing. We come back and we're playing another triplet. Now, same picking. You're basically doing the same thing here, so it's just different frets. So we're doing a 19th fret of the G to 17 in the high E to 20. Let's try that again. 19th fret of the G, 17 of the B to 20 of the B. So I'm just doing here's the 19, 17, and then pull off from 20 to 17, just the same pattern we did on the B and the high E string. Just move everything up, and instead of having your finger here, you're going to have your middle finger 1 fret back. Now when you come to here, you're going to do a big huge bend, finish it off at the 20th fret of the high E, and just so you bend up full and then let it come all the way back down. So there's 2 full bends, and then you let it come back down, go back into the main riff, and then it finishes off. There's a little change in the melody at the very end, so we do the so all that is there at the end is just so that's going to be 17, 19 of the D, 17, 19 of the G. Once you play those, you're going to play a bend up and then pull off from 19 to 17th on the G string. And then you come back here to the 20th fret of the B and just do that full bend and hold that vibrato. And then it, of course, pretty much ends the song. So let's go through the entire solo very slowly, play every part together. And then the last part, and that is every guitar part for All American Man.